get to 10. That's all I've got to think about. Just thinking about the number 10.
And it's not as if he's missed any match clinching chances yet. Mean to cannon the blue.
Well, depends how straight this red is.
One.
Maybe 3 or 4 frames ago, he'd have been perfect on the black. Amazing, we just need that 1 frame for victory. All of a sudden, things get difficult. Great pot.
That was just when he needed a favourable run of the ball to come through all the reds and finish on the black.
Green ball. Sean Murphy 1.
So we're in a lot of trouble here. Great cue ball from Sean Murphy. I'll have to see how Ronnie can get this safe. Oh, that's brilliant. Really, really brilliant shot. The best safety he's played in the whole match, I would say.
The pot was attempted, but the main idea was to get the cue ball back into baulk.
I expect Sean to be in a lot of trouble after this shot. He's just looking at the safest place in that cushion. You're kind of thinking, where would I not want to play the shot from? He has got a route back to the baulk end. The red that's to the right of the pink. You can come off that and miss the 3 reds on the right hand side of the table.
Murphy all too well aware that he could give O'Sullivan a frame-winning chance here.
They played the shot much too thin. First glance, I think he's got lucky. There's a much thicker contact on that red. He's left the pot to left corner, but where that cue ball in front of that red. Can Ronnie get this one to left middle?
It's so awkward to attempt the red to left corner. But it appeared that that was on. And the run has changed.
Wow. That's incredible. Look at the reds.
8. 9. $16. 17. 24. 25.
'I feel sure that Murphy is feeling
32.
growing anxiety.
33.
If O'Sullivan makes the best of this chance, he'd trail only by 1.
40. 41. 45. 46.
In his 25-year professional career, O'Sullivan has won very few matches from a long way behind, but he's relishing this challenge.
53.
It really is fascinating to see the
54.
difference in these big matches and the turns in fortune, the change in Sullivan's body language. He's got a spring in his step now. 9-5, he was slumped in his chair. Didn't look like he believed he could still win this match. Definitely does now.
61.
It wouldn't be above the realms of
62.
possibility that he runs out with 4 centuries in a row to win this the way he's going. Chance of making the second one in a row here.
$68.
Was he
Ronnie
overstretching
O'Sullivan,
slightly?
68.
Certainly that was a ball he shouldn't have missed. He is 67 in front, but there is still 67 on the table. Maybe he thought with his break on 68 that he was over the line and Murphy already needed a snooker. So he forgot about the red that Murphy potted earlier, if that was the case. Those pots are a lot more difficult when the chances aren't coming along very often and your big lead is slowly disappearing.
1. Six. 7.
Murphy has potted only one ball
14.
in the last 2 frames.
15.
Yeah, he needs to get out there, Reno, I feel, Sean Murphy, at the end of this frame.
22. 23.
It's the way the momentum has shifted in this match. He's almost gone second favourite for me, even though he's still ahead.
30. 31. 36. 38. 38 and the frame.
3
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
frames in succession for Ronnie O'Sullivan. Now Charles only by 1. Murphy leads only 9-8.
Well, what a cracking finale we're going to have to this one, Neil.
It really is, and this shot is the possible turning point. All the luck was going against Ronnie, but this was the most outrageous fluke you'll see. And it's made a real game of it, and his reaction was everything. So everything to play for now is thrilling stuff.
Okay, sure. The 18th frame. Sean Murphy to break.
First to 10 wins. It's 9-8 to Murphy, having been 9-5. and O'Sullivan having no hesitation in playing off that red in order to free the black.
Again, it's not a good cue ball. Opportunity here for Sean. Not easy, especially regarding the situation at the moment. These are the ones he's been knocking in with ease all day. He did go out the arena for quite a while. To the end of the last frame. Brilliant. Brilliant. He did it so well.
Wow.
He's not bad in the brown to left middle. This was just... He cues them shots so well.
Five. Six.
Another well-cued shot, this time with a rest. I suggest putting one more of these loose reds, then get the angle to go into the bunch. I always like to do it when there's one red remaining, so at least it gives you a bit of insurance. Should the split not work out. A wee bit
13.
fortunate there, the cue ball just brushed off the pack. That could have went wrong. If it misses the pack, it hits the pink full ball, and he's on nothing.
$14.
Well, a shot in the blue could follow through of two cushions, lots of top spin, left hand side.
But glanced off the pack.
19.
No advantage in that, except for the 5 points.
At least he's got in first in the frame. That'll help his composure. Can he produce a good safety shot?
Sean Murphy, 19.
Now, Ronnie's long potting's been virtually non-existent tonight. Not even close.
But could only have left the red that he attempted. Well, hit that all wrong, but appears to have got away with it.
Well, if you're going to get the run of the balls, you'd much rather have it at the end of the match. Ronnie's certainly having the bulk of it at the moment. Very good cue ball, Shaun Murphy.
Foul. And a miss. Shaun Murphy 4.
Needed the thinnest of edges.
One.
Right in the middle of the pocket. And he has got an angle in the green to go into the bunch here. Good shot.
4.
Played in an area. It could be on 2 reds. Is this the
5.
chance he's been waiting for?
Ten. 11. 18.
Well cued again. He's definitely got his composure back, Shaun Murphy. Don't know whether if he plays for the pink, where the pink will respot, it goes in its own spot or not, because there's an open red possibly available, possibly a couple. There might be a red actually in the middle of the bunch available to right corner as well. Playing for that red. It's right in a line in between the pink and black. Just in the middle of those 4 reds. Goes to the right corner pocket. It's turning into a decent opportunity, this, for Shaun Murphy to get this final one.
In his 19-year professional career, Shaun Murphy has won the World Championship, the UK and the Masters. But he hasn't won this one yet.
Shaun Murphy 26.
Almost a foot short with his position from the black to red there. That was the cause.
One.
O'Sullivan came to the table 49 behind. Needs another major effort to take the match to
8.
a deciding 19th frame.
And in Sean Murphy's mind, he'll be expecting O'Sullivan to clear up here. That's just the thoughts, the negative thoughts that go through your mind when you're just desperate to get that final frame for victory. It's a nothing.
16. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 16.
Well-directed safety though behind the green. Keeping the pressure on. The cluster's not tight enough to roll into. So he tried to clip thin off the end red.
Foul and a miss. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 4. Back.
Ronnie's standing by making sure the cue ball's going to be put back exactly where it was.
Ronnie? Foul and a miss. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 4. Back.
It's always tough. I think Sean's just trying to play with the merest trace of side, but it's always difficult when the cue ball's tight in the cushion. Especially the pace he's playing at, sometimes the side can just disappear by the time the cue ball gets to this cushion at this end of the table. Obviously doesn't want to overcompensate. If he catches this red full ball, he leaves everything on.
A little bit.
And Ronnie's still hovering.
I hit the line with the white, the green and the black. It was just this side of a straight line of that, so... Yeah? Okay. Just let Ronnie see. All right.
And that time got the desired thin contact. That red was potable though. Sullivan wasn't playing a return to the baulk cushion. He left the cue ball short of the baulk line in expectation of potting it.
Can you turn that off, please?
Very well directed safety. Decent reply. Murphy just fails from distance.
Couple of chances, long pots here. There's pressure on this though. Every shot could be his last. Finally makes a long pot. And he's on the black. Pink second prize. Look at what he left. If he had missed it.
Still a few behind, but
7.
this could well be 9-all coming up.
Eight. $15. 16. 23. 24.
Not the best shot there. I thought he might have played for the black there because it was easy to finish high in the black, so he could play for position on the red and the black cushion. This is missable. Especially if
30.
it's just off the cushion. That's in. It's like an odds on a decider. If he does do it, has to be said. Tremendous performance from O'Sullivan to claw his way
38.
back from 9-5. He was playing so bad. He's found something
39.
from somewhere. Still a problem with that yellow though. To get this frame one. want to be straight. Doesn't want to be straight.
45.
Yellow and green needed.
$47.
This effectively a 9-all. Is that going to be his last shot?
47.
Whoa. What a gift for Shaun Murphy.
Three.
Needs all 4 remaining colours. Can he hold himself together?
7.
Well, that's the only issue. They're ideally situated.
One shot, you would think. Get nicely on the pink. And he's absolutely perfect.
12.
Well done, Shaun Murphy.
$18.
A gripping match, but Shaun Murphy has won it. Ronnie O'Sullivan made a great fight. He came from 9-5 down to get within a ball of 9-all. But when the chance came along, Murphy had the composure to pop the necessary colours to secure the Champion of Champions trophy and the £100,000 first prize.
Brett's here.
I don't think this is even on. Test.
I'm here.
Mic up. Turn my mic.
Well, what a finish to this final here at the Ricoh Arena. To take us into the presentation, I'll hand you over to Brett Hollywood.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our presentation team from 188Bet, Charlie Mitchell, and from Matchroom Multisport, Luke Riches. And ladies and gentlemen, how about a hand for our runner-up, Ronnie, the Rocket O'Sullivan.
Ronnie, I think it's testament to you as a player that nobody here was going to write you off until the end of that match, and you knew yourself the way that it ended. You could see the frustration in your face.
Yeah, obviously, I just want to say well done to Shaun. He played a better match than me today, deserved his victory, so well done to Shaun. I just tried to hang on, and just hope for something to happen, every time I got in the balls, the highest break I was scoring was like 20, and if that's all you're making, you're going to struggle to beat anybody, let alone someone of Shaun's quality. So I just had to wait and hope that something come up, and the last 3 frames I got a bit of rhythm going and made a bit of a match of it. But really, he deserved the victory. He played better than me all day, really.
Always great to see you here at the Ricoh Arena. You like this tournament, you like this venue, and everybody loves to see you playing here. We'll see you back next year.
Yeah, well, yeah, I've qualified already.
I think you might. You're always welcome here, Ronnie. Always welcome here.
I'll have another little holiday in Coventry. It's all right, it's been good here.
And I think next for you, off to Shanghai.
Yeah, tomorrow morning, so looking forward to getting out there and I'll just be putting my feet up for a week out there because each swamp just goes into one another, so I'll just go out there, do a bit of promotional work and try my best, try and win as many matches as I can, but if not, just enjoy it, because you can't play well in every tournament when they're back-to-back. So, you know, if I just go there and just try and see what happens, you never know. I mean, like you see Selby here this week, he was falling asleep, so that'll be me on Wednesday. Just, I'll be like getting some Zeds during the game. But it's all a bit of fun, isn't it?
Well, listen, you've given us plenty of fun here this week. Thank you very much indeed. Ronnie O'Sullivan, ladies and gentlemen, our runner-up.
And ladies and gentlemen, your 2017 188-bet Champion of Champions, Sean the Magician Murphy.
Well, many congratulations, Sean. You came into this tournament never having won a match here in Coventry, and here you are about to lift this trophy. You must be absolutely delighted, though a little bit nervous over the last couple of frames.
Well, you know, as anyone will say, you know, Ronnie's the player you just don't want to run at you. I mean, the way he played from 9-5, I had one chance and missed the brown. I never saw a ball until the end there, and I had a chance to win at the end. I definitely thought it was going 9 apiece, and you know, I hadn't really had a great opportunity. You know, he's the absolute best there is out there, and you know, it's a real honour just to play against him and to, you know, to see where you are. And you know, fortunately for me today, I've come out on top. But you know, he's given me plenty of hidings in the past, and I'm sure he will again.
Listen, you really had to hold your nerve, though, and what a way to finish.
Yeah, I mean, as I was sat watching, the yellow was an absolute phenomenally good shot to get to the green, and I just assumed we were going, you know, to the deciding frame, which nobody wanted except everyone in the room. I didn't want that at all, you know, and I was just, when the green didn't go in, I was so relieved and had to try and stop myself shaking to clear the balls up.
Well, great stuff, Sean, and I think your wife and little Harry are around somewhere. There they are. I'm sure you'll get to celebrate with them as well. I think it's probably time now to let you receive your presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2017 Champion of Champions, Sean Murphy.
Sean the Magician Murphy.
Stephen Hendry and Neil now alongside me, just to look back over what has been quite a dramatic evening, Stephen.
Very much so. In 9-5 down, Ronnie looked down and out. His body language, to me, looked like he didn't even have it in him to make a comeback, but for something, he found something from somewhere. He started to get a decent run of the balls as well. Sean missed a couple of long balls, but didn't really have a great chance to win the match from then until I think the last frame. But yeah, until that green, which wasn't an easy shot, by the way, it looked like being 9-9.
I think Sean should be really proud of himself, because really, Ronnie O'Sullivan to me is the one player has never really looked like he wanted to play. So to beat him in a final like this, in the circumstances with Ronnie coming back at him so strongly, you know, he had to clear those last 5 balls, and Steve and I were saying, well, they're there, but he still had to pot them. And look at him, he's champion. He's beaten someone who's been somewhat of his nemesis over the years. He's a great pro, and he couldn't be more pleased when he's there with his.
He's reached the final with a frames tally of 16-4 over 3 matches.
Thank you. The first frame. Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
Murphy said after last year's World Championship, Ronnie is the standard to which all the other players have to aspire. And it's not just what O'Sullivan does, it's the way that he does it. Murphy's safety good enough to trap O'Sullivan into an error.
Yeah, it's just flicked the red on the side cushion there, and didn't seem that difficult to get down the table. Edgy first shot.
One.
Well, if he plays the black, it's a very difficult shot, obviously, and he could do untold damage if he misses it. But he hasn't missed it. He's played it beautifully.
Eight. Nine.
We need to start well. It's hard enough to beat Ronnie O'Sullivan at any point, but if he gets 2 or 3 frames ahead, it's even more difficult.
16. 17.
He hasn't quite gone far enough there. Yes, he's nowhere near the pot. The shot of the red, he didn't get very good position on the black.
And of course, here's the worst of it. He's left O'Sullivan right in. Wow.
Well, he hit across that one horribly. It was unusual to see the way that his cue did not go through in a straight line there.
And it wasn't at long range either.
One.
Oh, that's not the best of shots. Well, he obviously slightly put on the back foot from his previous, but that shot wasn't all that. Murphy could have played that a lot better, because now he's got to go through bulk. Both players are a little tense. And of course it takes them a few shots to settle in quite often, understandably. This is a big occasion.
6. Seven. $14.
Well, he hit the wrong red on the way through. Movement in the crowd, he's spotted. And sometimes that's nervy, sort of energy just coming out in the wrong way. And of course, if there is something in your eye line, then it's in your eye line, and it can actually, you can take your eye off the shot.
there was quite an incident at last season's Masters when O'Sullivan was distracted and had some quite severe words for the photographer in question. That was more like it.
One. Yeah, the kiss not very good on the red. He'd like to have slid past that. He'd have been straighter on the blue. There's a bit of pressure on his next colour if he does take one on.
Yes, had to rely on the natural angle.
6.
And the natural angle involved clipping the green.
Yeah, this red's even more difficult if he plays the one to the left corner. It's not really one of Ronnie's sort of shots. He's not taking up a table, and the black, of course, won't pop to the right corner anyway. That's why it doesn't really have much value in it. The red below the pink just goes.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 6. Sorry.
Not the length on that safety that Murphy intended.
That would make him feel better. That was lovely cueing through the gap. Executed perfectly. There you can see the way that Ronnie O'Sullivan gets through the ball. The cue went right through.
8.
Good 6 to 9 inches beyond the cue ball. Once he'd hit it, it's accelerating. And he really is a great timer
9.
of the ball. We know what he can do, but his technique is not spoken about all that much, but it's of course beautiful to watch when he's hitting them well.
$16. 17. 24. 25.
'Quite a bit of work still to be done.
32.
Both of those reds pot
33.
the left corner, those ones close together. Doesn't have the best angle to get onto those, so it's the other red who'll play on here. Some thought needs to put into how he's going to
40.
win this frame at this visit. Needs to get the cue ball over on the right of the table.
41.
Yeah, that'll do.
46.
And O'Sullivan can clinch the frame without the aid of the red on the side cushion.
Yes, his
47.
worry briefly was where the red was going to end up, whether it was going to snooker him, but it's perfect.
$54. 55.
Well, he will probably still play the cannon, despite this being frame ball. Well, it's an exquisite shot. There's nobody has played that shot better to cannon
62.
the ball out like that than O'Sullivan.
63.
Not enough points left for a century.
70.
O'Sullivan made one mistake when he was distracted. Murphy also has made a couple of mistakes, so
75.
the good start that he desperately needed hasn't happened.
No, he's taken these ever
79.
so well. The opening red, I think, gave him confidence the way he struck it.
84. $90. Ronnie
And with that polished 97 clearance, Ronnie O'Sullivan leads Sean Murphy by a frame to nil.
The second frame, Sean Murphy to break.
This is the 93rd final of O'Sullivan's professional career. He's won 60 of the previous 92. Not tempted by the red near the baulk pocket. It was a thin cut from tight on the rail.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too difficult to lay into the side of the bunch here. Of course, you wouldn't want to leave Sean with the chance for that red up the table, though. So you could really do with getting it into the bunch quite tightly, like that.
Not a seat to be had in the Ricoh Arena.
Well, I don't rate that shot very highly. Sean might take this on. That's red up the table now. Well, he kind of completely mishit that. It's not easy by any means, but Ronnie didn't mean to leave it for him. very well guided down the table.
Could have done without that.
No, the red that he kissed still goes, but as you say, he'd have been on it much better, or the one below it even, without the little flick.
But he turned it to his advantage by screwing into the pack and out.
That's a very good shot. Cue Power got some real zip on the cue ball there.
The sort of clear-cut chance that Murphy really must make the most of.
11. Twelve. $19.
Well, it would have been a smoother progression if he hadn't left
20.
that shot as a thin cut with the rest.
Well, the kind of shot he's left with on the pink is, when he's cueing well, Sean Murphy special.
So Murphy
Sean Murphy, 20.
has not made the most of that clear-cut chance.
Yes, I think he's a little nervy because, as I say, he's very good at those mid-range shots where he just punches them.
One. Six. Seven.
There seems to be a school of thought that someone like Sean Murphy's game is suited to O'Sullivan in that sort of fast-flowing way that he plays. Ronnie enjoys playing him, I think. He's had some pretty resounding victories against Sean before. Obviously, you start every match 0-0, but it just seems that, in general, he's just enjoyed the flow of the game. Well, he didn't know anything about that cannon on the red. If he's on the red in the middle, he's very fortunate.
14. $15.
Again, it looks a very good chance.
22. 23. 30. 31. 36. 37.
'He's got a bit of work to do yet. Just looking how many of the remaining reds he'll need. And we're leaving 22 points when this blue is potted. So he'll need 3 reds for sure.
42.
He'll need 3 reds and 3
43.
colours. Just over screwed.
50.
That's the top red that goes of these two. Again,
51.
very delicate cannon which stopped the red getting in his way.
$58. 59.
Frame ball, barring snookers.
Yeah, similar pattern to the previous frame, almost identical. Murphy in first.
66.
Ronnie finishes the frame very strongly.
67.
Well, he did have a bit of positional luck early in this break, but has taken the rest of them impeccably.
74. 75.
And in this frame, he can make a century. He starts the day on 900, way ahead of anybody else. And in pursuit of his stated ambition to make 1,000 before he's done.
78.
I just think it's a question of
80.
when he makes it, not if he makes that landmark.
Particularly
83.
with so many tournaments, the most there have ever been in a season.
87. 92.
Not sure if he's quite close to the middle pocket here with the cue ball. That's why he's played it in the middle. What a shot.
$98.
It'll be a good one though from here if he gets the century.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 98.
Century,
97.
901 will have to wait. But with breaks of 97 and 98 in the first 2 frames, Ronnie O'Sullivan leads by 2 frames to 0.
Frame 3. Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
Well, here's a possibility for Murphy. O'Sullivan leaving the cue ball short of the ball cushion.
One.
Murphy has had good chances in the early part of both the previous frames, but has failed to
Ramble.
exploit them.
Well, he actually hit the pink there instead of the bunch of reds, and that's why the cue ball slid off them.
5.
Difficult shot to keep the break going.
Six.
Well, that looks okay. Bang on where he wanted to be.
10.
Don't think he'll settle into this match until he's got a frame on the board.
$17. $18.
And he's looking at the bunch as if he's going to try and zip the cue ball in and out of them. That's another good shot. Controlled.
$25. $26. $31.
He certainly looked
32.
in the bunch there as if he was going to go into them again, and he was concerned about knocking a red towards a pocket or in a pocket. And that's the 3rd time he's disturbed the reds in this break alone.
37.
Played it in such a way that he was always going to be on the red that was already loose, the one nearest the blue. Oh dear, oh dear. A very
Sean Murphy,
regrettable
37.
loss of concentration there.
a big surprise after some of the shots he'd taken. He really easy missed that by this standard.
Maybe a couple of fibres on his tip have worked loose and are distracting him.